Yup. 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 So the old tapered adjustable bearing or the green bearing, which y'all like? Tell you what, the green bearing's been getting a bad rap. I even seen it on Fryburger's channel, him talking about how the green bearing's no good. The green bearing is as good as it gets, boys, okay? I've ran green bearings up to 4 or 5 years with 30, 40,000 street miles. I ain't never had a failure, alright? Now, these adjustables, my buddy did have a failure. I think it was a little lack of maintenance. You know, he didn't grease it every time he wanted to drive over 500 miles. But, you know, to have these adjustables, pack them full of grease, put them in, adjust the end play, have it leak, and then have to re-pack them full of grease, you know, the next long trip you make. Why? Why? So, I suggest, or I recommend, green bearing. Now, I know some of you are thinking, well, I have a thrust block, okay, in my third member. Ain't no problem, alright? As long as you have the stock width housing and the stock length axles, you can run the green bearing with the thrust block. Ask me how I know, okay? So, anyways, I cut all that stuff off because I'm putting on a green bearing, alright? And it has a thrust block. It's 741, sure grip. Everything's going to be alright, okay? Yeah, anyways, that's my 2 cents on the whole green bearing versus roller taper. And don't forget, guys, the foam, it goes between the housing and the backing plate. It don't go on the outside. But, yeah, so got some new green bearings from Dr. Diff. Going to put them in. Short update. Got the front end all together. Looking good. Everything new. Everything is new. Steering box. Pivot shafts. Idler arm. Pitman arm. Oh, yeah. Check out these $90 lines I got from Classic Industry. Wow. I've never seen lines bent like that in my life. Now, I'm not period cracked and I don't have stock cooler lines going to the bottom of the radiator. But if I did, I'm pretty sure they didn't look like that. So, you know, that's cool. Not sure what those are for, but probably going to use these $90 fittings they gave me on the ends of the lines, and you know, just make my own transmission cooler lines, because that's not even close. So anyways, only thing I'm waiting on underneath here is the shocks. Got to get front shocks, but she's all back together. Got these disc brakes off Dr. Diff's 69 and older B-body, rear mount, so we can run the sway bar. And yeah, it came out pretty good. Pretty happy with it. Got the steering column all fixed up. I actually still got to stake that dust cover seal onto that coupler, but had to go to Columbus, a little over an hour away, to Steering Gear, get a rebuilt power steering box. No parts store locally had one or could even get one. I'm talking AutoZone, O'Reilly, Napa, Advance, you name it. No one could even get one. Steering Gear had a few in stock, so got one from them. Hopefully it's a good one. New strut rod bushings. Yeah. So anyways, just waiting on the front shocks. Have the front end all done. I got to put this new gas tank in from Classic Industries with their sending unit that don't fit right. Oh yeah, I got this $220 fan shroud for an A-body. It came broke. That's cool. Yeah, people wonder why people get out of the hot rod industry. Well, I just gave Classic Industries $1,500 for a really generic hard plastic fan shroud that came broke, some training lines that don't fit, a gas tank with a sending unit that won't go in right, and well, I haven't looked at the other parts yet, but I'm sure they're messed up too. So anyways, I'm just getting her done here, but yeah. So you guys keep checking out my channel here, because I'm hoping within the next week and a half we'll be starting to put the crate motor down in here. once I get all this other stuff buttoned up. Waiting on Mancini Racing, and just shipped today the power brake conversion kit. I'm sure it'll be a piece of crap, not fit right, and the booster will leak, but hey, I'm going to put it on there anyway. So, anyways, guys, I got to get the Scamp ready. It's Thursday night. I got to get her ready for the big weekend. Spooky. The big weekend tomorrow. And until then, guys, I'm not trying to be too negative here or, you know, gripe and moan, but it is pretty annoying when you, you know, spend hard-earned money on crap, but yeah, I guess it's the name of the game. But if you can, if you can find this stuff like off a parts car or swap meet and it's used and it's like 80 years old but it's salvageable, go ahead and use that. I'm gonna tell you right now, do not buy anything new because it's just a pile of crap. I used to have a brake booster kit off a Demon we had here when I was working on it, and I think I just threw it away. And I'm like, oh man, and it was in good shape. Now I'm giving $400 for some conversion unit, and who knows? Hopefully it's okay. Hopefully. But anyways, guys, until then, I will holler at you later.